Am I the asshole for confronting my friend's abuser and telling him a way to get off?
Pointers in the paddock, get my piece. I'm push a P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. Got a spot across the spot. Jeffy peas. Got the data, now we plotting. Inside the peas. She not a lesbian for peace. She turned lesbian. Push a P. I'm push a P. On capital P, I write the president, count presidents. Push a P's on her knee.
Hey my loves, welcome to today's video. Today's story time is a bit different, but not totally different because it's about how trashy niggas are, you know? So I'm gonna go ahead and tell the story. However, I am gonna try and alter the events and give names here and there to not make it too obvious, because the parties involved, the party involved, the friend was once close to my heart, so I wouldn't want to put them out there like that and make it too obvious, because people in my circle, even if you were not in my circle, you're gonna know who I'm talking about because it was pretty obvious at that time. Okay, without wasting any time, I am gonna put a disclaimer out. If you're someone who's gonna get triggered by GBV or DV, domestic violence, it's okay for you to pause and watch a different video, and you can watch the next story time when we have one. Okay, so let's get into the story. Okay, so shortly after high school, I took a gap year, right? I'm gonna try to be as descriptive as possible and try paint settings and places so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So the story didn't necessarily, I'm not the main character, however, I am, what do they call it? There's a main character and there's a, whatever we do, London. Fine. So I'm gonna give my friend a name. We're gonna call my friend Pretty. Should we call her Pretty? I've been using that name a lot lately. Let me think of a name. We're just gonna call her Pretty because she was pretty, or still is if she's still alive. So we're gonna give this girl a name. We're gonna call her Pretty. So there was we're in a group, so you know how groups were. So in high school, I wasn't doing anything, and then shortly after high school, that's when I started paying attention to boys, started drinking, like drinking without hiding it, because I wasn't in school anymore. Like I wasn't in high school, and it was over 26 months, 17. But yeah, I was done with high school, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I took a gap year, so why not? But I wasn't drinking excessively. Fine. So I made friends, and my friends are not people that I went to school with. The friends that I made, not friends that I was in high school with. So friend number one was Pretty. Friend, okay, other friends are not really important, but we're like a group. So we were four. So it was me, Pretty, and the other two. Mind you, I only had something in common with friend number two, and then friend number three had similarities and a lot in common with Pretty. So within the group, there were subgroups as well. So I was close with someone, and Pretty was also close with friend number three. Great. So friend number three and Pretty usually hung out together and did a lot together because they had a lot in common. They liked the same things, vice versa, you know, and that was fine. So Pretty started dating. I was still like, I don't see any guy that I'm gonna date in Cape Town. Like, who can I date? And I didn't go out like that, you know. So fine. Pretty is like, oh, okay, cool. She starts dating this guy. Pretty's beautiful, great body, great everything, fine girl, no pimple. She dates, we're all excited, we're happy for her. She's dating this guy that's obsessed with her. It was so cute because the guy was about her. He takes call every now and then. That's cute stuff, you know. We like it for our girl is gone, you know. And the guy would actually pull through for her whenever she needs anything, vice versa. It was cute. It was like those high school relationships, except we're not in high school anymore. And then, because Pretty is cute and pretty and hot, she had a great body. Think BBL, but she didn't get a BBL. She didn't have a BBL. BBL was not a thing back then. Oh, it was, but we were just not aware. Fine. But then we get to see the boyfriend. She introduced us to the boyfriend, and then we're like, how did you meet this guy? But Pretty liked people who had money, you know. But the guy wasn't really too old from her. I think she was like, 19 or 18 at that time. and the guy was like 21, but in his early 20s, because he was also a student at the time. He wasn't a working class or whatever, but I think he was from a rich family, therefore he made a lot of money, or he had a lot of money from his parents. He got a lot of money from his parents, rather. So Pretty would never need anything. If she needs this guy would do it. If she needs this, sometimes without even her asking. And then things started going south when we'd want to hang out with Pretty, and then she'd be like, no, I'm gonna do this with my boyfriend. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with wanting to spend time with your boyfriend. I'm like that. I'm always with my man, okay? But now, why are you scared? Because she was scared to spend time with us. And I'm thinking, babes, why? Because you can sense the fear whenever she'd turn us down. Because it's normal to say, hey, I have plans with my man, I'm going to see you guys some other time. But with her, it was different. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. But I'm very observant. I'm able to pick up weird behavior or anything that's not normal. Observant. Yeah, let's just stick to that. So I asked friend number 3, but babes, it's pretty okay. She seems jumpy and you'd swear this guy doesn't want her to hang out with us. And then initially we're like, it's probably because we're single, he thinks we're gonna influence her, whatever, you get me. But we also never really went out like that to a point where we would expose her to anything, right? Because the only time we'd hang out is us as a group of friends, we'd chill together and then just have hugging. And when we're going out, we'd just go together. If we're going to Long Street, we're going to go to Long Street. Long Street is in Cape Town. It's that buzzing street in Cape Town, the popular one. Popular. I don't know if it's still a thing now, but yeah, Long Street. Great. And then now comes a day when Pretty went to see the boyfriend, and then we're supposed to hang out, and then she decided no, she's gonna spend time with her man, and we decided, okay, cool, we're gonna continue with our plans. You do you, boo, enjoy. She comes back, we haven't spoken to her. Friend number 1 and I haven't spoken to her, but friend number 3 had spoken to her, like, girl, we haven't spoken to Pretty in a while. What's up? Is she okay? She's like, yeah, she's fine. But I was like, nah, man, there's more to this. So what's happening? Where is she? Is she back? Is she not back? And then eventually she tells us, Anna, she's back, but she has bruises. She had like a swollen eye. And I'm thinking, swollen eye, what happened? And then we video call Pretty, and then Pretty tells us that she slipped and fell somewhere. I was like, there's no way. You can tell the blue eye. You can, I don't know, man. Like, it's really, we're grown-ups. You can't hit your face. Why are you tripping and falling and your eye? Blue eye. When you hit yourself somewhere, you get a bump, but you wouldn't necessarily have like a blue eye. But we're like, okay, cool, no problem. We don't pay attention to it. This becomes a thing, becomes a pattern. She slipped, or it's the shower head, or it's the door. Just stories. We're inconsistent, but the bruises were consistent. Like every weekend, I was just like, nah, man, you know what? This is not it. And I was getting annoyed because one thing about me, I will not sit and watch you go through shit and you're my friend and I care about you. Like, I don't take beating lightly. I don't care who you are. I've never gotten a beating at home. So there's no way I'm gonna go out there, let some Tom, Dick and Harry put their hands on me all in the name of disciplining, or no, I love you too much. No ways, no. The minute it gets to that, or it escalates to that, we put a stop to it. So I was really, really, really touched and so pissed and so annoyed. I was like, babes, what's happening? Who did this? Because there's no way. And then she doesn't tell us. Fine. And then my friends were like, nah, man, it's probably whatever. But then when we sit together and then Pretty wouldn't be around, we talk about it like, nah, guys, honestly, we can't just sit and not do anything about it. Yes, we can't really do anything, but we need to act, or we need to let her know what's what. Or, you know, knock some sense into her. But yeah, I didn't want to be that person. Since he was so forward. And then because I'm jealous because the first time, or the number of times we've done it, when we try to ask about what's happening, or when we try to have her spend time with us, it always came down to, no, you guys are jealous because you're single, hey, and you wouldn't understand because you don't have men. So we just left it at that. But at this time around, I was like, nah, man, you know what, something really needs to give. I'm fine. So we had this thing of celebrating each other's birthdays. So we'd say if on my birthday I want to do sip and paint, we're all gonna go do some sip and paint together, and then after we can do whatever, vice versa. And then there was a time, it was Pretty's birthday, Now, Pretty's birthday was in, I don't remember the month, but it was Pretty's birthday and we had made plans. We wanted to go to Rands. So Rands, if you're not familiar with Rands is in Cape Town. It's I'm gonna paste no, it's Rands, like Rands as in the currency Rands. You can look it up. It's a groovy spot where the youth goes, they have fun, they do the most. Okay, sharp. So we planned to go to Rands because we've never been to Rands, and we're like, you know what, we want to go to Rands, we want to do the things. Rands is in Khayelitsha. We're like, oh, okay, cool, no problem. It's not far because where are we? We're in Delft. Delft to Khayelitsha is not really, there isn't much of a distance. It's a taxi away, or if you want to Uber, you can Uber. But at the time, we were busy with taxis, you know? We were still chilled with taxis. Fine. We make plans. Pretty calls her boyfriend. We're gonna call... Boyfriend, we're just gonna call him Batista because that's what he does. He's good at fighting women. Not that Batista fights women, but I just thought of a wrestler. So we're gonna call him Batista. So Pretty tells Batista, we have plans for my birthday. I'm celebrating with my girls. You can pull through and you can come with your friends if you want to. It's gonna be a good time. And I'm gonna see you after. That was the plan. You spend the day with your girls, and then after, if there's a second location, you can go with your man, or we can all go together, you know? Batista was okay with that. Cool. We get ready. Pretty's attitude now changes. Her whole mood changes. I'm like, babes, are you okay? I'm not a loud mouth, but I'm a very curious person. I'm gonna ask you because I need to know. People don't pay attention to it. We're getting ready in one room because it's literal members, we're friends. We get ready, we leave. When we are in a taxi to Rands, guess what happens? Pretty gets a call. Call says, you are not going to Rands. You are going to come to my place and I'm going to take you to this new spot that just opened. I'm thinking, okay, in fact, it's the Milk or it's whatever or some other cool spot that the youth can hang out. Guess where Batista wanted to take us? A tavern. A slow dinner, guys. Like a slow dinner. I'm 18. What the hell am I doing at a tavern? Even if I wasn't 18, even this day, even today, I would never, and I have never been to a tavern. I will never go to a tavern. The only time I go to a tavern, or the only time I've been, was when every place was closed. ShopRite Liquor was closed, couldn't get alcohol, and I went to Folkestone here in Maboneng to get alcohol, and I went out. It's not a place where you can groove. There is no way. I like going to places that are comfortable, where youthful places. I want to be with people my age, with my age mates. Now imagine me bumping to Ota Mtura 40-year-olds, and I'm not gonna be safe also because I don't know this place. It's Khayelitsha, for crying out loud, you know. So pretty gets the call. Boyfriend tells her what. He's like, you're not gonna go there. I'm gonna take you to the spot, and we were hyped about the spot until she mentions what spot it is, and I was like, nah, there's no way I'm going to a tavern now. I am not going. If we were Ace, that would have been better because Ace is more like a lounge, whatever. It is a lounge, you know. But now it's totally different. It's really different. It's like we're from here and now, boom, you know. And we had made plans. We planned this prior in advance. We made plans, and it's your big day. You're gonna let this guy tell you what to do. Sharp. And if I'm not comfortable, I'm not comfortable. I don't care. Rather call me a snob or whatever. If I'm not comfortable or I don't feel safe, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna leave. So fine. They decide, but okay, you know what? We're gonna get off at Rands, and then from Rands we're gonna request to Batista's spot, Batista's place, because it's next to the spot. It's a walking distance. I was like, alright guys, you can go and enjoy. I'm gonna go home because I don't feel safe here, so I'm just gonna go home. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna go home and you guys enjoy, you know. And friend number 3 was so chilled with it because it's her thing as well. She's used to it. I was like, guys, I know I grew up in a township, but there's no way I'm gonna go to a tavern. If we're in a tavern, literally, there's a tavern by our street, by where we live. I could have literally went to Kwabukile or go to Italian. Even Italian is better, guys. At Delft, if you know Italian, even Italian is better. Yo, I shop. They go to the tavern, I go home, I do my thing, I drink because the plan was to drink anyway. And then I just watch something, I pass out. Following day, we meet up as friends. Guess what? Take a wild guess. Pretty came back with bruises and a sore body. Sore body, bruises, you can tell by no man, this guy was fighting like he's fighting a man. You can tell, because even you raising your hand is something that I will never understand. Raising your hand, and it was any like a woman, a girl. You go fight your age mates, go fight boys. You get me? I side eye, and then I'm thinking, okay, knowing me, I'm not gonna keep quiet. I'm gonna give her I'm gonna say something, not necessarily give her my 2 cents, but you know, ask her, okay guys, okay, we asked them because we were busy talking about last night. How was last night? And they're like, yeah, it was a vibe, whatever. And then I asked Pretty what happened. Pretty says, oh, we went to the spot, and when we got there, we were busy dancing, and then there were guys that were looking at me, so my boyfriend got jealous. Then Batista started handling me, and I'm thinking, guys, you came to me knowing whatever it is that you saw in me, other people are gonna see. What I do about it then is a problem. Still, regardless of what I do, you don't have the right to put your hands on me. You dirty ass hands. You get me? And yo, and Pretty was close that this guy wasn't close, and I was like, I don't want to say it because I'm a tribalist, so I'm not gonna say it. But I was like, ugly ass nigga, this guy is treating you like trash, and you've allowed it. That's why he sees or he thinks that it's okay for him to continue treating you this way, and you've always made excuses for him. And no guys, he loves me, and besides, I can't leave every guy that hits me, because what if he's my soulmate? And I was like, babes, every guy that hits you, I leave. Any guy that cheats on me or promises to hit me, I leave. I don't care. Like, no, but you can't always be leaving. You need stability. I'm 19, what the fuck is stability? You know? 18, 19, what the fuck is stability? What do you know about stability? You don't even have a degree, and you're busy talking about stability. What stability are you gonna have with a violent man? And then she was like, even our mothers back in the day, our dads used to. I was like, whoop. Please, you are not your mom. You are not your mom, number one, and do not say our mothers. Please. Yo, I was so touched, guys. Like I was fuming. I was so upset. And I'm thinking how ugly this guy is, how gorgeous the Pretty would get any girl, any guy she wanted if she wanted to. I'm telling you. But that guy killed her self-confidence. She started looking down on herself. Like, but yo. And when you see someone at a distance, you're like, yeah, no, that one is a baddie. Even before baddie was a thing, you're like, yeah, you know, this girl. She felt so insecure because that guy made her feel like shit. So fine, she says that transpired at the place, and then he was like, you know what, we're going home. And friend number 3 also followed and went with her, and then friend number 1, the one I had things in common with, also just went home shortly after, before the incident occurred. So we were being briefed together at the same time. But I had reactions, and I couldn't hold it. I couldn't help myself, because there's people closer to me who have experienced that kind of abuse, and I couldn't do anything about it because I was young. But now, seeing someone that also is close to me and is my age mate that can actually listen to me, I was like, there's no way I'm letting it go. Not that there's anything that I could do about it, but if I tell you if I share my thoughts and advice and you choose not to take it seriously, that's okay. But as long as I know that I tried, you get me. So it was like the past replaying itself. No, it wasn't me being involved in any or who experienced those, but it was someone closer to me. So it's just like, nah man, this can't be happening. We can't have history repeat itself. I sharp. So they leave the tavern, they go to Batista's place. They get to Batista. Didn't realize how thirsty I was. Fine, they go to Batista's place. They get to Batista's place. Batista again calls girls because he was a thing. He was known in his area, but young Mr. Bitches, he has bitches. And I'm thinking, this nigga has bitches, but he can't stand it when niggas are looking at you and you don't even have niggas. I think it makes sense. And what got to me was how she always made excuses to him. I was like, yo. But also at some point, I would understand. Well, to a certain extent, I understand, because when you're the one in that situation, you don't see it until it's too late or almost too late, you know, and you need people to open your eyes. And I was people who were gonna open their eyes. And I know behind my back, they call me Miss Know-It-All or Miss Perfect or Miss. I wasn't judgy, but I was like, no, this is not gonna fly. This is not gonna happen. And I didn't care. I did not care, because I knew exactly. I knew that they had things to say. Even friend number 3, even we'd sit together and say, no, this and this and this, we need to talk to her. When it's time to talk to Pretty, she would keep quiet. And I'd say something because I'm a blabbermouth. So I'd say whatever, because I wouldn't, let's say, God forbid, okay, or it's in the past already. If she woke up dead the following day, what was going to happen, knowing that I could have done something and I didn't? So I let them do whatever, say whatever. I couldn't be bothered. I let it be sharp. So after they had left the tavern, they went to Mr. Beach's Batista. Batista called his few friends and some girls. Now problem starts. Pretty starts to feel jealous because there's girls that are busy grinding and twerking and whining. Why the fuck are you grinding on my man's thingy? You know, I would trip as well. So she trips. Now Batista is upset that Pretty is tripping, and it's just a mess. And then they get physical. That's when they fought. So this time around, it was like bad. It was bad. I tell you. To a point, when she couldn't even go outside, and I was like, nah. That's when I was like, no, you know what? I'm Chris. Now I'm gonna see what's what. So I told her, this is what I thought. Whatever. And then I kept quiet. And then there was a time when my other friend, not the one in our same group, I'm gonna call this friend Mandy. So I was chilling with Mandy. Mandy's boyfriend is friends with Batista. And then I was like, actually, Mandy, how do you guys hang out with an abuser, this and this and this? He was like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, I'm talking about Batista, because my friend has had bruises. She even lost weight because of that guy. The way he's gaslighting her and busy throwing first suits where he's fighting with that guy. My girl can't even go outside because of what? Of him. So I told him once, I was like, honestly, if I knew that guy like that, or if I had the chance to bump into him, I would tell him where to get off, because it's so cowardice. It's given coward for him to go around beating women and you know, if you don't want someone, leave them. Why did you go for a baddie if you know you're not gonna be able to handle it? Or you know you're not secure, you know? If you have insecurities, leave baddies to be baddies, you know? And my friend wasn't even hoeing or doing whatever. Sharp. Because we're drinking that day, so I was just like, you know, letting it all out, because who else am I gonna let it out on? Because the Batista wasn't there. And everyone was like, nah man, I had no idea, but we were suspecting his friend, and then we thought we were gonna talk to him, but we were not sure, and we wanted to be sure and not speculate. Fine. Fast forward a few weeks later, I get a text. Guess who? Pretty sends me a text. Pretty says, I would really appreciate it if you were to step the fuck out of my business, and no one said my boyfriend hits me. And I'm like, babes, am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? The one who said he beats you because he loves you, now all of a sudden he doesn't beat you. And I was like, cool, no problem. She was like, yeah, I hope this is the last time we speak about it, and I don't think I want to talk to you ever again in my life. And then she blocked me, and I was like, fuck that. I don't care. As long as you know that I tried and I care about you, The day you wake up in an ICU, you will know that I told you so, you know? I was like, you will know. But I didn't say that to her. I was like, I hope you're happy with your decision, but I had to do what I believed was right, because there was no way I was gonna watch you die you're not even 20s. Oh my god. Watch you die in the hands of some useless loser, you know? I told her that, and then she cut me off. She blocked me on all social networks. She passed me like she doesn't know me. And then friend number 3 also started catching some attitude, and I was like, you know what, I don't care, I don't give a fuck. Either way, they were gossiping about me anyways, as if she wasn't confident about her. And then only to find out later that they broke up eventually, and I was so relieved, because I was like, because I really, really, really cared about Pretty, and then they broke up eventually, and I was like, ah, good riddance, whatever. Even after they broke up, she didn't even try to reach out or try to, you know. But I was like, it's whatever. If it's a dick over girlies, then it's okay. Stick with your choice, babes. But I'm not gonna let you die, not on my watch, you know. But that's that. After that, we never spoke again. It's been 7 years. 7 years of not speaking because of that. Now, if you were in my shoes, what would you have done? Maybe the approach could have been different, but also it's not like I walked up to the man and, you know, I don't know. But honestly, I still stand by what I said or what I did. I would do it again if there's someone closer to me who was experiencing that, who was in the same situation. I would definitely, or will definitely do the same thing. That is why I also, with my grandson, the minute he was getting violent, I was like, no ways. I'm never gonna be betting at home. Why would I let a nigga in Joburg, with a peeling skin? I was like, there's no way. That's where it ends, you know? So tell me, if you were me, what would you do? What would you have done, actually? Yeah. Now, not the cops. I couldn't call the police, obviously, because the victim needs to be the one who's going to, or else I'm going to be wasting the state's resources, you know? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Was I wrong? Was I the asshole for doing that? What would you have done differently if you were me? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I don't know. Till this day, I don't regret, but I do think of her sometimes. I do see. So I came across her profile on Facebook this other day, but I was like, stay in your lane, girl. Stay in your lane. But anywho, thank you for watching. If you made it till this far, thank you so much. Please do interact in the comment section. Tell me your thoughts, share your thoughts. And if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And please do share it with your friends that you think might like the story. I will see you guys next week. Love you so much. Bye.